this is Wolf from Armoury-Terrain, and today I'm going to show you how to make vambraces, which is the forearm armor suitable for LARP or, the zombie apocalypse. After all, most people get bitten on their forearms, it seems. And I have a couple of sets of vambraces, so I'm going to show you how to make a pair for my lovely workshop assistant and arm model, Tracy. Say hello to the camera, Tracy.
Hello.
Okay, so the first step is I'm going to readjust the camera and show you how to make the pattern. Okay gang, first thing we have to do is get a piece of cling wrap. Other people use aluminium foil, but I much prefer cling wrap, and just wrap the arm in it. This is so when we tape the pattern on, the pattern does not stick to the arm. And now that we've got it cling wrapped, I'm going to get short pieces of tape and attach them all up and down the arm. I'm using short pieces of tape because if I just wrap the tape around the arm and keep going, it will tighten and tighten, and then Tracy's fingers will turn blue. And they're not meant to turn blue, they're meant to stay nice and healthy pink like they are. Okay, so I'm just going to keep taping and taping. Probably going to cut all of this part out of the video because we're going to cut this along here, and then your wrist is there, so we want to make sure that we're below the wrist bone, and also up here we're not going to be in the elbow. Okay, can you turn now back? Actually, the best way of doing this now is to cut it, and I'll grab some scissors for this.
So that's why you didn't do it tight.
Yes.
So you got room to get the scissors in.
So using funky cow scissors, and of course I'm the wrong hand for this, would you care to cut carefully along this line, if at all possible, either from that angle or from your wrist? We're not on camera. Now we are. Okay, if you can take your arm out of that for a moment. As you can see, everybody, we now have the shape of her arm. If I can find the camera, there it is. Now with this we've decided that we're going to come in like this to avoid the wrist, and also on the elbow. So once we've roughed those lines in, we trim them off. Now during the cutting out, you may find that the masking tape comes apart a little bit. That's only to be expected, and there is nothing wrong with adding tape to it at this point in time. Especially on the edges where you've cut it. Okay, we now grab our lovely arm model's arm back again, and if you can rotate it around the other way for me, we see how it fits. And at the moment, it's okay. Can you give your wrist a full movement for me? Full twist. Yep, that's not catching on there. And the back of it's looking pretty good too. Excellent. So we have our rough pattern now. I'm going to refine this just a little bit and then transfer it to cardboard. And at that point I'll be back to you. I've now transferred it to a piece of thin cardboard. I reuse pizza boxes because, hey, I'm eating it anyway, which I shouldn't, but I have this free cardboard from it. So why buy patterning paper and cardboard if you've already got thin cardboard? Now this has been tested and it fits on her wrist quite nicely. There's no sharp pieces for it to go on. So the next step is to cut this out of leather and then punch holes in it for lacing. Yes, I could put belts on it with buckles, but my pirate group were more about the lacing than the buckles. So that's what I'll do, and you'll see me back here with hopefully the finished product. So I've developed the cardboard pattern and punched holes in it, as you can see, and the holes actually line up, which is important. So from there we traced it onto the bovine leather, punched the holes and put eyelets in just to stop the leather pulling through the sides, which it takes quite a while to do, but it can be done. And then just for some decoration we punched holes around the top and added some black leather thonging. So this is one of them. The other one here is here on Tracy's arm. And how does that feel?
Good, nice and comfortable.
Yep, there's no wrist restriction, no anything else. Okay, as I drag your hand in front of the camera more, you'll see that there's a little bit of a gap here, which is good, which means that if and when this stretches, you can tighten it further. On the back of the hand, the wrist is completely free, so while we're sword fighting, nothing's going to get caught, and it's not pinching into the inside of the arm. So anyway guys, this is a very quick vambrace. I think in total working time today, including punching all the holes, of which there were many holes, it was only a 2.5 hour job. And it would have been quicker without the eyelets or without the decoration pieces. So guys, you've seen how I make this vambrace. Go out and make something.